Awesome. Here we are.
Hello,
Welcome everybody.
welcome.
Mr. Mojo, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Beast of Dawn?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We're in for some fun today. We have a fun interview. Poapathon Live episode 4. This is a
Yeah,
mouthful.
it's number 4
Poapathon Live recap episode 4. There we go.
with Get Poep. If my
With
little
Get Poap.
wire, there we go. Oh God, I
And
can't. There we go. Ooh.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm still blocking it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I
Yeah.
can't get it.
And yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, I got to meet. We both got. Well, I think you've met Colfax, who we have on today,
Mhm.
on our interview. But he's one of my new favorite people in the space. I've known of him and chatted with him for a long time, but it was really phenomenal to meet him in person. Really, really warm, creative guy. Really knowledgeable. I don't know. When was
Oh
your
man.
first time you met
Okay.
Colfax?
So is this like the first time I ever spoke to him, or the first time I met him in person? Because there's
In
two.
person.
Oh,
In
okay.
person.
So
Yeah.
in person would have been EthDenver 2022.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, look, Colfax is one of the most like kind,
Yeah.
heartwarming, intelligent individuals I've ever met.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a good guy all around. I mean, he's like a genius. I swear,
Yeah.
he's one of those
Just
people.
humble.
He's one of those people that I when I first met him, I was like, okay, this guy is like next level. This guy is the kind of person to strive to be. I mean,
Yeah.
he has such an interesting story too. Like, grew up, like playing football and stuff, and then he got into computers, and then he like stopped doing computers to go be a chef, uh, like a fine dining
Yeah,
chef,
yeah. Let's not give it all away. I think
and
he did.
then
Yeah,
and
I
then he
think
went
we
back to
we pulled that
programming.
out of him.
So,
Yeah, I think we pulled that out in this
so
interview.
yeah, if that's in this interview, then yeah, I don't want to spoil
Yeah.
anything else, but I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
just his story is so interesting. Like he literally went from like New York City all the way to California to be a chef, then he went all the way back to New York City to go be a
Yeah.
programmer again.
Yeah.
He had like two totally different lives for a while there, and now he's running one of the coolest POAP use cases that I can even think of.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I love people like that. I love people that like they're like, well, maybe I'm just not feeling this anymore. I'm gonna try something different, and then they do, and then they're successful. And then maybe it happens again because they're
Fascinating,
just like
yeah.
I'm kind of bored of this now, and I'm gonna try this again. So uh, yeah, it was really cool, very very cool to talk to him. Um, I mean, now we can talk on the outro too. Without further adu,
I'm
should we
excited to
get to
watch
the
this.
should we
Yes,
get to the
I
interview?
have not
Okay,
seen a second of this interview, so I'm excited to see how it went
awesome.
from the
Well,
third person perspective. But all
let's
right.
get that queued up.
Here we are.
Hello.
How's it going?
Great. How are you?
Another new person to meet.
Yes.
Yes.
Like old
So
friends.
that's not even as fun. No, but
Who are you, man?
tell
Yeah,
us a little
who is the person that's sitting with us today?
Great question. So my name's Colfax. Like I said, everybody, thanks for coming in. I'm one of the founders of GitPoep. And so what we're doing is we've basically taken the concept of giving out POAPs and sort of bringing that more into like, I guess like professional or contribution realm. So like think about it, instead of awarding a POAP for somebody who comes to your event, you give a POAP out to somebody who contributes to your projects. Open source core projects is how so if you contributed anything.
Well, that didn't
Oh no,
work.
that isn't working out very well.
And look at me, man. Look at me.
I don't know,
wow.
man.
Let me try. I should clear up here in a second. Let me try. We have one more method to try.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and try that. Forever, we're cursed.
Cursed here at
let's just
Coapathon
let's just
Live.
put it out there. We're cursed. Let's try this.
Yeah, let's do the redo. Kofax will get his time. Be Sidon, the tech wizard over here, trying to figure it out.
It's always a different set of parameters.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna smile awkwardly into my webcam.
I love it. I love it. We're look, this is live. We're doing it.
Yep, that's right. Oh goodness, you gotta love it though. I mean, hey, that's how it goes in showbiz, right?
That's right.
Well, I'm just noticing your little pupper pillow behind you.
Yeah. That's my last one. We immortalized him in a pillow. So
Oh wow, okay, that's interesting. Oh, I'm on the wrong side, so I need to be on the left and be Sidon's on the right. Jack. Flipped over. I mean, to be fair, I
What
am
happened?
kind of facing, this
oh.
way. So
Yeah.
to be fair.
Promise I'm working on it. Anyway, we'll just have fun while we work on this.
That's all good. So I guess I could just talk about Git POAP because I just happen to have knowledge about it.
Yeah.
So Git POAP is pretty interesting as it is one of the more interesting use cases for POAP. So basically, the premise is you have this you have this website that you can go to it, and it gives you a list of a bunch of like GitHub repos where there's like open source software for things like I don't know, staking, or for just like other Web3 stuff. I don't know. I'm personally more interested in like the open source staking stuff. But you can go into those GitHub repos and you can go through and you can go through like the whatever issues there are, and you can do pull requests to take care of those issues. You contribute to that open source software, and then you get POAPs for it. And it's very interesting because you can use those POAPs on like a resume or just as like a badge of honor, however you want to do it. There's even like a leaderboard on the Git POAP website showing like people who have the most Git POAPs and the most contributions to open source software and stuff. It's really cool. In fact, one of the bits of advice that I give for programmers, especially ones that are trying to get into the space where maybe they don't necessarily have their own kind of idea yet, like that they're so new, they don't really see any like gaps in the market and stuff like that, where they can go ahead and just start developing that, or if they want some practice or they want to get their foot in the door somewhere, they can go on to Git POAP, look at the repos, contribute to the open source software, and that's like for sure people are going to notice, especially those repo owners. Now they're going to notice that you're helping them out. I mean, you could even get some funding from those repos, if they do a funding round, like, or if they have like a Gitcoin grant or something like that. I have seen where people who have a Git POAP from a repo, once that repo gets some funding, they will distribute funds to people who have their Git POAP as like a thank you for actually spending time working on their stuff. So it is pretty interesting. It's a great way to build a repertoire. It's a great way to build a resume.
No, that's a great point, and that's also like a really we talk about some of the paradigms with POAPs we have through this series. And I think it's really great, like with kind of the badges being kind of like, I worked on this, I contributed to this project.
Mhm.
So unfortunately, I haven't done a whole lot of it, but no, I think it's an incredible idea.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. Whenever Gitpo first released, that's when I was still trying to do like open source development and stuff. Like when I was still like, okay, is this my thing? And I was helping contribute to Wagyu staking tools. So
Sure.
I got some Gitpo apps for that, and then I also ran. I don't know if ran it is the right word, but like helped manage a repo that gave out Gitpo apps. It was Superfizz's like merge news uh, uh, GitHub repo where people could contribute like news sources talking about the merge, or they could upload their own videos to it. They could like translate articles and stuff like that. Just it's basically like a staking information matrix that Superfizz was making from the merge, and I helped manage that. And it was like
Very
my
nice.
say whether or not people got the Gitpo app or not. So I got some experience with that too. So
Nice.
kind of well-rounded experiences.
Sphere Factory says, I have a Gitpo app for creating a Gitpo app. That's
Yes.
pretty.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. Magdalena, she was like the chosen one for one of the oh goodness. It was one of the contests for Gitpo. Which one exactly was it again? Was it just like um oh goodness, I can't even remember. It was for the ETH merge. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I remember that there was like, I don't know, like 60 entries into that or something like that. And and you could easily tell it was Magdalena's because of the art style. You could see like the
Right.
paintbrush strokes and stuff, like her
Oh,
style.
ETH merge.
So I pretty much saw hers and was like, that's Magdalena's. Vote.
Okay, let me try this. If not, we'll
All
run
right.
the audio, and yeah, we're gonna.
Try
So
number
just a
2.
little insight. We're gonna post the interviews just completely clean. The broadcasting of them has been very, very dirty and frustrating. So we are going to do that. And if so here's the audio. There will be potentially a pull-up afterwards. Maybe it was on the flyer that we sent out on social media, but you can kind of see what you potentially receive here. But with that, let me try this method. If this method is terrible as well, then we'll go back to the previous method, and then we will we'll listen to it. And if you close your eyes, you're kind of there with us. So yeah, let me try this real quick.
Oh goodness. Let's
No,
see here.
it's lovely.
What
It's lovely.
is
It's lovely.
what
Yeah.
is Gitpo's website? I think it's gitpoep.io. I kind of want to just go ahead and post that in the chat. If it'll let me. I don't know if it'll let me post this link in the chat because I'm not like a moderator. So I'm just going to post it here, and then
Yeah, we can get it out. Yeah.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be struck down if I post that link. So, but I'm going to sign in to Gitpo and oh, I have a Gitpo available for me. Oh, let's go! Yes, I love it.
All right, let's give this a try really quick, and hopefully we'll be on our way. Huh?
here we are.
Hello.
How's it going?
Great. How are you?
Another new person to meet.
Yes. It's nice to finally meet you in
Yes.
person. And I've met you in person.
Yes.
Like old
So
friends
that's
now.
not even as fun. No, but
Who are you,
tell
man?
it, yeah, tell
Yeah. Who is this person that is sitting with us today?
Great question. So my name's Colfax. Nice to meet everybody. Thanks for popping in. I'm one of the founders of GitCollab. And so what we're doing is we've basically taken the concept of giving out co-ops and sort of bringing that more into I guess like a professional or contribution realm. So like think about it, instead of awarding a co-op to somebody who comes to your event, you give a co-op out to somebody who contributes to your projects. Open source software projects is how we started.
Yeah.
And so if you contributed anything to say Open Zeppelin or Ethereum.org or any one of those projects, you actually get a co-op for it.
Right. That's great.
And so it's actually like the original concept for building a co-op came from early, like a couple years back when I was working with this community called EthDenver.
Yeah.
And EthDenver, we were working on some open source staking tools, and I wanted to reward people for contributing to my projects and good friends over there. And I started giving out co-ops to everybody who contributed.
Yeah.
And you were one of those.
Yes, I was able to contribute to Wagyu staking tools, and I got 2 Git pokes for that. So I was able
Amazing.
to get my contribution in.
Yeah, and so that was sort of like the seedling of like, okay, people started actually contributing, and now they have this immutable proof that they added value to the project.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, that's like, there might be a there there. And
Yeah,
so that's how we sort of ended up going from just like this sort of small little side project into GitCollab today.
As a small thing, for people that don't know what Git is,
Yes.
or GitHub, it is an open source repository
Yes.
where people contribute. Right?
Exactly. So think like Google Docs or Google Drive. You know how you can like have a document where you collaborate with different people on it. GitHub and Git is essentially that, but for code, for programmers.
Yep.
And there's lots of tools around like, okay, so like Mr. Mojo implemented this particular feature.
Yeah.
And we can like
You finally accepted his pull request.
Finally accepted my pull request.
Yep.
No more bugs. Got it all fixed out.
A pull request, for those not familiar, is basically like a change proposal.
Yes.
So like if Mr. Mojo built out a new feature, he would send a pull request saying like, hey, I built this cool feature, please include it in the software. And actually what happens is once we include that, then we give him a gift form.
Yep.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
All right. So
You had some questions.
I have a few questions for you. So, pretty much what we're trying to do here is sort of talk about like what we're all doing at the event. Sort of tell people like this is everything that like you could have done if you were here. Like, unfortunately, some of our viewers can't come, and so they can sort of get an idea of what's happening. So, I kind of want to know like when did you get into Denver? Like, what all have you done so far?
So I got in on Tuesday afternoon.
Okay.
And flew in from Boston. Go Red Sox.
Yeah.
And I...
Go Patriots.
And Patriots. Boston sports. Let's see. I've caught up with a bunch of good friends. Honestly, that's the thing I love the most about conferences. It's like everybody that you talk to online so much. Now everybody's here in person.
Yeah.
But not quite everybody.
Pretty wild, yeah.
Most everybody.
Like, a
It's
lot
kind
of
of crazy
people
just like
wild.
walking around and you see somebody just like that guy over there. It's just like, wow, like we're all here in person.
Yeah.
You feel the energy.
Yeah.
And so really my primary thing I've been doing here is just like meeting up with friends and catching up, talking to a lot of our users of GitCollab and understanding how we can serve them better. And yeah, going to some fun events. There was a really cool staking event a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
And it was like at a cool like brewery nearby.
Yeah.
And I went there, saw
Yeah,
some
it was
staking
like
events,
Improper City or
Yeah,
something
that was
like
it.
that.
Yeah. If you come to Denver, anybody, I recommend Improper City.
Yeah, it was a great place to go. Yeah.
So saw a bunch of friends there, talked about staking, learned about some new staking, like liquid staking providers. And
Like just like more services and stuff that are popping up, which is really interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much is going on now. You really can't like have a total grasp of everything.
Yeah.
Especially even in the staking world, like I've learned already so many new things just by being here. For a couple of days. So it's been a lot of fun. What have you guys been up to? How's Denver for you two?
I got in yesterday,
Nice.
and it was a bit late. So I got here probably at the venue around 5:36.
Yeah, it was kind of cleared out already.
It was already kind of cleared out, and so I had to ask Mojo, is this it? Or why are these, why are a lot of these booths empty and stuff like that?
He just missed the
Like
crowd.
I mean, today I came in and it's a whole other world.
It is.
Yeah.
It's big this year.
Yeah.
The venue's big. There's tons of people. At least during the day. I know it goes out at night. Yeah, it's exciting.
Did you go down to the Genesis stage?
It's like a whole production down there.
It's elaborate. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it takes
Is it right down there?
Yeah, if you go downstairs, it's like over here.
It takes you about a 15-minute trek to get, down several sets of stairs.
And but once you're in the basement,
you find yourself in this kind of arena-like environment.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, as for me, we got in on Wednesday. Me and my fiance came in. She's right over there putting her jacket on, and pretty much the first thing that we went to was the Youth Seeker gathering that you were just talking about. So we got to hang out there.
So much fun.
Yesterday we came to the venue pretty early, like around noon, and it was packed. Like you could barely even move around, and we just kind of hung out. I played in a chess tournament yesterday.
Nice.
Lost every single match because I'm still a new chess player, but it is what it is. But what other plans do you have while you're here? So today is Friday.
Yeah.
How long are you going to be here? What else are you going to do?
So I'll be here until Monday.
Okay.
And
Same.
yeah, truthfully, a lot of the same. Just catching up with some friends, some users.
Yeah.
I want to see what else is going on in the space. I'm really interested in staking, and of course, like reputation for GitBox. Those are my two sort of things that I'm interested in.
Any side projects?
Ooh, side projects.
I mean, by that I mean, okay. I know where your analytical brain went with that.
Yeah.
But I meant like Denver Zoo. I guess maybe that's not open.
Oh,
or
yeah.
anything to see in town.
To be honest, not really. Yesterday I went for a run in the morning, and it was beautiful. Like I got to run through like the neighborhoods. And I mean, the high altitude, the temperature is really nice in the morning, nice and crisp. High altitude hurt a little bit. I'm not used to running with lower oxygen levels, but I would say that's like my primary side activity here is just like running and sort of seeing Denver. I haven't spent too much time here. The only other times I've really been here for conferences, I spent all the time inside these concrete buildings.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to sort of see a little bit of the area.
Where the internet is really
Being able to go outside and touch grass, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Is there any other like side events that you're trying to go to? Any other parties after parties? Like anything you have in mind that you want to try to go to?
There is a ceramic happy hour later today, which I'm gonna probably try and go by.
Try and get in.
Yeah. And last night there was a really awesome event for the Daily Way.
Okay.
By Anthony Cesano. Yeah. Awesome videos. If you're watching this, you want to learn more about Ethereum, I absolutely recommend checking out the Daily Way. It's like a daily YouTube show that has so much information.
Yeah, he does a fantastic job.
So,
it's Phil from ProApp coming in.
Good to see you.
See you.
Hello.
We're recording something. Come wave and say hello.
Say hello.
Just hello.
Come here, just a second.
It's all right.
This is Via, she's a community manager.
Yeah, she's gonna record bomb us. It's good to see you.
Sorry. I didn't want to interrupt.
Well, it is all good. It's all good. We're all about being organic around here, so it's good. It's all
We're
good.
all having fun.
Yes.
Okay.
I also recommend if you're in town, come meet Theo.
Yes,
It's amazing.
come meet the ProApp people. It's definitely a good idea.
Sure. And we're in the back. If you're actually here, we're in the back.
They're so mean.
Wait, you're not here.
Nobody said you were recording.
Yeah, unfortunate.
So good to see you. I'll come say hi to you. We're going to finish up in a few minutes.
No, you're perfectly fine.
No worries at all.
But all right.
As I said, everybody's here.
Yeah,
You just walk around or you sit down and friends pop in and it's really amazing.
Yeah, awesome. But all right, unless you have a question, I kind of want to sort of dive into what GitPub is doing. So
I like that.
okay, let's go ahead and just dive into what GitPub is doing. So we've already kind of talked about what GitPub is. Now I sort of want to talk about. Let's see here. GitPub has been around for what, like over a year now, or almost a year?
Yeah,
It
just
launched-
over a year, yeah.
Like when it launched, like March or April of last year.
We
something
launched the
like that?
platform officially. So we formed this company in January last year.
Yeah.
We launched the platform in April of last year.
Yeah. So I mean, coming up on the 1 year anniversary. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
You have.
I would figure you were lying if you told me like less than that, because I remember when Coapadon started.
Yeah.
You were only maybe months out.
Yeah. I remember, so we, for our initial cohort of 15 projects. We used Coapathon for like 10 of those designs. It was so cool. We did like this big push of like initial Get Coap cohort, Coapathon designs, and got some really, really cool stuff out of it. So
That's that beautiful bull market.
yes. Seriously. So,
No, those were good times.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that I absolutely love it. Using Coapathon, you know, it's good that you're part of the fam.
Yes.
You know.
For sure. Yeah, I feel like it's almost like Coapathon is almost like this conference, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't necessarily know Coapathon without getting to know in the digital world, you know, your handle and things like that. So it's really, of course, very interesting.
Yeah.
It's cool. The concept
of the brains.
Yeah, the concept of meeting somebody online was like a foreign concept to me until I entered the Ethereum ecosystem. Because I really enjoy like hanging out with people in person. Like now I've made so many good friends online, which is crazy to me. And it took a little while for me to like open up and be able to like try and connect with people. But it's been amazing. Like meeting people from Coapathon and EthDenver and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been really awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
So, been around for about a year now. How many projects have actually onboarded? How many people have meant to get POAPs? Like, kind of where are the stats nowadays?
Yeah, so we are now supporting just over 1,000.
I didn't think to ask about analytics.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000 repos.
1,000 repos across like I think 140 GitHub organizations.
Wow, that's
so some projects have multiple repos. So some it's like I would say a ballpark of like maybe I don't know a couple hundred, 200-300 different like individual projects that we're supporting. And we just hit our 4,000th Git admin today.
Wow, that is so cool.
Which is super cool. Yeah, I think we're at like 4,010 or something.
So collab's starting to hate you.
So, for those watching it, Amanda, the head of the curation body, we've had a lot of good conversations about like how do we actually make sure collabs get in the hands of the right people. And with our GitHub integration, it's actually quite elegant because only the person who gets that pull request merged becomes eligible for a collab. So it's a very good way to verify that Git collabs.
Makes a lot of sense.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. Anything else?
Anything else? Yeah. Some other things I want to know is like any future plans for like new features, maybe making the experience better. Like what's kind of in the pipeline for what you have planned?
Good question. Something that
we're gonna make it work.
Make a thing. Yeah.
One, I guess, slight alpha leak here.
Slight alpha.
We have a feature that we've been working on. We have a feature that we've been working on. Actually, two features we've been working on for a while that we're going to launch very soon. One is a new component of GitHub that we're calling Teams.
Okay.
What we're noticing is that really what I was talking about, these different projects, like right now everything's pretty much repo-based, but a lot of times there's multiple repos associated with the same project, and there's maybe multiple admins or like team administrators that are on that project. And we want to give features. Right now, there's like basically one person that can be in charge. So we basically want to make sort of like a concept of a team first kind of structure. And so we're going to have like a team dashboard where the different admins can actually issue the collabs.
Okay.
And eventually we'll probably have like a public teams page where you can actually show more information about your project.
I'm gonna say honestly, we have to stop because I want to riff on that alpha so hard. As far as perhaps like Coapathon, getting involved with that as far as like integration or so. I don't know.
I would love to see a Coapathon team on GitHub. Talk about what we can do because we also have some support now for doing GitHub that aren't directly tied to GitHub for other communities that aren't really writing software. So
Yeah, which is great. So to kind of just like sort of get a better understanding of teams, is this something that would allow multiple people to like say, okay, you're allowed to earn this Git POAP? Is it allowing these projects that have multiple repos to kind of combine them together and be able to control them from one sort of like central hub? Like, is that kind of the concept of what this
That's
is?
exactly it.
Cool.
So giving you sort of like a control dashboard for everybody that's on your team so you can coordinate in awarding recognition with us.
Excellent. Yeah, and then you said that there was the second thing.
There's a second thing. So this sort of
Out of me.
I know there's so much alpha. It's like the temperature's rising.
Yeah. Another thing is we completely refactored how we do our authentication for users. It's actually a pretty complex problem. How you can we have users log in with an Ethereum account, an email address, a GitHub account, and eventually maybe more different types of accounts in the future. And also just getting the UX of that right across platforms is just very challenging. So there's this company called Privy that is basically working on solving this auth problem specifically for Web3. And we have been working on refactoring our entire auth to integrate with Privy. And on top of that, so that is going to make the experience of like logging in and managing your account a lot much easier across the board. Yeah. And on top of that, Privy's working on something super cool. So we, going forward, want to focus on onboarding. I'm doing it. This is still happening online. Yeah. We want to onboarding more non-crypto native users and more people that are just working on.
I love that effort.
Just anything, not just people that are already excited about collabs. And Privy just announced something that they're calling starter wallets, where essentially they can help through like the auth component. If somebody doesn't have a wallet, they can help spin up like a semi-custodial wallet for users super easily. And that is really going to help us with our expansion into like non-crypto native users. And so that's the other big thing. It sounds like more of an infrastructure change, but really it's going to like overhaul the entirety of like how a lot of things work for us. And the starter wallets is going to be that's going to be a little bit later. First, just the auth and the whole.
What's funny is you're not the only person on this broadcast talking about, kind of the semi-custodial or the custodial wallets, and I think that will be like a huge thing.
Yeah, just getting people to get started.
Yeah, and I'm here for self-custody. I think that's, obviously the best, the good standard. But in terms of onboarding users, we need to find like a way for a medium, and then like a good way for them to like learn about it. Yes. And then eventually they'll become self-custody. Right? Yeah, safely, exactly. So that's why I'm excited about like what Privy's building, because they're building like a really safe alternative to like having somebody just have to do self-custody.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's fantastic.
But all right,
I think we have to wrap.
I think we're getting close to the end of our time, so I think as a sort of outro question that I have for you, is there anything from GitHub community that you want to highlight? Anything that you just want to close off on?
Yeah, I would say if anybody's watching here and wants to get involved in the Ethereum ecosystem, even if you don't know how to code, I'd recommend going to gitcoap.io and just checking out some of the projects we support. Yeah. And they're all looking for contributors. And there's a lot you can do even without knowing how to code.
I keep filling my head with all these conversation pieces, and I gotta stop.
But like you can fix typos in documentation, you can submit an issue if you think something's confusing. And so I recommend if you want to get involved, it's actually pretty easy. It shouldn't be too intimidating. And it's a good place to start, gitcoap.io, pick a project, go to their repo, read as much as you can. And then we have a guide too for telling you how to make your first contribution. And sharing that intel and get involved.
And now we didn't have the ability to go live today, but when this airs, we'll have all this news. So
we'll have it available for everybody. Look, honestly, if you're watching this, probably everything's already being shown right now, or at least that's my post-production cue that I'm throwing in. But all right.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys for having me today.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. We both
it was
and just a little side note. Both him and I were cut.
Oh yes.
On the badges.
Yes, our badges.
Oh my God.
Dangerous stuff.
Today, actually.
It's dangerous.
You catch your hand on it and it's done.
But all right, Kovacs. Awesome. Always a pleasure. Thank you for coming on, talking to us about yourself and what you're doing here, what GitHub is doing.
We'll check in the future.
Sounds great.
Yes.
Thank you guys. See you
later.
later.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
All right, so I want to get into.
All right. That was great. I haven't seen that yet. I think you just got to switch over to us. There we go. Yeah, I hadn't seen that.
No, that was more fun than I remember actually. Like I was like, my eyes get small when I'm like happy or smiling, and I was like, oh, like he's such a great person.
Yeah.
Really smart, really intuitive.
We are time traveling back to the present.
That's right.
We had a blast from the past, and now it's time for present.
Yeah, it's man, what a character. He's so great. obviously interesting stuff. We unveiled more fun than I remember. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we do have some business to get to. I'm very happy about that. Now we have to get down to the nitty gritty. And I guess we're doing a POAP launch. This is crazy.
Ooh. POAP. I love
Yeah.
claiming those.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really cool.
Oops, I just hit my table with my knee.
Okay.
Shook everything. But yeah, to be honest, I had kind of forgotten that Git POAP was in the works with their repo command center type thing.
It's
Where
what's this? What's this? What do we have here?
ooh, I can type Colfax in chat. Ooh,
Okay.
I'm gonna try this right here.
Bang Colfax, aka exclamation point Colfax. Very cool.
And claim. Yes, it is. I'm gonna share this via Twitter. Boom.
Go for it.
There we are.
Share this via Twitter. Let's see.
But yeah, I had forgotten that they were working on that like command center for all the repos,
Yeah.
which is a really, really good idea, because he is correct where there are multiple repos for the same organization, or the same person is trying to manage a bunch of different repos that give out a Git POAP, and that's going to allow them to consolidate everything and actually see everything that they need to know. So if in this repo somebody's doing this, if in that repo somebody's doing that, they don't have to constantly check each and every single one. They can just see in one page, like as a giant to-do list, this person posted here, this person posted there, this person posted here, and it's very quick to be able to actually see the pull requests that people are doing, so that you can also update your open source software faster too.
Yeah. No, I like
very helpful
that
tool in the pipeline that's coming out.
I assume that looks like a feed. I'm just making my
Probably.
general assumptions
Yeah.
here. It's like committed this, accepted this, merged this.
Right.
So that's it's fun. It's fun to interact with like a technical brain like that. Coming from my background, former developer and whatnot, and it's just cool to see someone building those tools out.
Yeah, and it also shows too that they pay attention to what people want. Now they take feedback and they figure out ways to help improve stuff. Because I can tell you, as somebody who never thinks about Git POAP too much in a business sense, I would have never came up with some sort of command center. But it's a really good idea, and I'm glad that something like that is coming. But yeah, with Git POAP, I would like the repos link to at least be posted, because again, as I was saying earlier in the broadcast, if you're trying to get into developing or just helping out the Ethereum ecosystem, Git POAP is a great way to not only have a spot that you can go to sort of see what you can work on and what needs
it's very cool. It's very cool.
Updating or what's being worked on, and you can just contribute. And I think that's kind of the big thing in the Ethereum space as well. It's just being active, and it's being part of the community, and it's sharing your expertise, just being willing to actually go in, participate, being able to help build stuff. That's what it's all about here right now, because we're so early. Everything is so new that being able to really make your stamp on something is important, and you also get rewarded with a POAP. So that's very interesting to a lot of people. I think pretty much everybody that's here kind of understands the value of something like POAP. So I don't need to go too into that, but yeah, there's it's such an amazing use case. I will always sing the high praises of Git POAP. Amazing stuff that they're doing over there, and even just even the team over there, they're pleasant to talk to, pleasant to hang out with. They're also
supportive.
They're also just so smart and kind,
Mhm.
nice. I mean, literally every kind word that you can think of is Colfax
Yeah.
and his team over there. So if you ever get a chance to speak with them, you're gonna have a good time, I think.
Yeah, pull Koufax aside. He's super nice. Even if it's awkward for him, he'll treat you well.
Yeah.
Hey, person I don't know. I like the Patriots. I didn't mention my team, as you know. We're not going to get into sports. We do that on the community calls, probably more. But you know my team. But like, yeah, it was a lot of fun. What else to say? I mean,
Mm,
how's everybody like the POAP that was dropped? Claim is closed.
yep. So it looks like Jesus has some problems again. Let me think of all the troubleshooting advice that we were given. So I think the big one, since you're on YouTube, maybe it's disconnect your YouTube
Yeah, I
and
think you have to
reconnect.
kind of.
I
I think you
think
have to
that's the big one.
reseat your account. By reseat, I mean remove your YouTube and then add your YouTube again, and it should show up for you.
Right. I think that's like the big troubleshoot one. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
There was at one point kind of a like a whoops error that comes up. Just refresh your page. That's what Austin told us to do. If you didn't see episode, is that
2.
1 or 2? 2. If you didn't see episode 2, there was mention that Austin is focusing pretty much, I guess, primarily on Twitch. So
I think it's easier to use in terms of like API development and stuff like that.
yeah.
Like I think their tools are a lot smoother.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
even like Bab over here on Twitch says, it worked great on Twitch. So
Twitch works best.
and even I use Twitch today.
Yeah,
I have it pulled up on YouTube and Twitch, and I just decided, I'm going to do Twitch for this one. And yeah, I've
yeah,
done it twice with YouTube and twice with Twitch, and Twitch was always like,
consistent.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so it deserves more to mint. We'll work on it. I see your comment, Nima. After the
So.
first time, I just moved to Twitch. Well, yeah, I think it'll get worked out.
Yeah, turn it off and back on again. That's exactly what disconnect your YouTube and reconnect. I think
Yeah.
the reason is because of the YouTube handles.
Yeah,
That's
right.
that YouTube changed how they do like the profile indexing. I don't even know the proper term here, but they
Mhm.
went from just being like usernames, I guess, to
Right.
a handle as how YouTube handles your name. So
Oh yeah, that totally took him offline essentially. Yeah, like
yeah,
for that, like we had some issues with that. But like that's the thing is like this is all emerging tech. So you're just gonna have hiccups. I mean,
yeah.
we
Oh,
do
and,
everything. It just and then you start to layer it right, and
right.
you're like, oh, we didn't hiccup, but this API or service we did hiccup.
Therefore,
Because
we must. Yeah,
because of they were not getting information from this service, and it's
gotta always be on your toes when it comes to
yeah,
this kind of stuff.
just to mention, I mean, I kind of got out of development because of how fragile it seems it's become, and this was probably 7 years ago, around the times of like npm and like node and then you'd have one bad package that would be brought in that supports the system, and you just go offline. Big sites would go offline because of this reason. I just feel like there's a lot of fragility in development these days. End rant, I'll be done. But yeah.
Looks like Jesus is able to get it to work now, which is good. I'm glad we were able to help him troubleshoot
Awesome.
that.
Good,
Because
good. Yeah.
if you're here, you deserve your POAP, that's for sure.
Yeah.
For being one of the good ones.
Yeah, and if you are one of the good ones, we'll try to, and you didn't get it, we'll try to help you out.
Yes.
I think that's
Yeah.
that would be appropriate. Well, in that, what are we at here? We're at about 50 minutes now. Anything we want to final on? Now we did capture another interview with Grid Plus, and we're kind of still debating on what we want to do with that, because unfortunately it was a bit incomplete. It cut off. So if anyone in chat has any suggestions for that, how you'd like it to be displayed, I think at the bare minimum we will ask them. Finalon? What do you mean has this? Anyway, did I say Finalon? Anyway, I think we also might re-release these as just the interviews, so that'll be nice for people to just want to see that content and not couple dudes explaining things and giving some nuance and
exactly
event our experience there, and not collect pull-ups. Yeah, no. Put it in Lens. That's possible. That's possible. So we can collect. Oh, I see.
Oh, really? I don't know too much about Lens Protocol. Is that
Feels
something that you can do? You can like post videos over there and attach POAPs to like watching them?
Lens Tube. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. I've been hearing more and more about Lens Protocol, but
if so, that's kind of interesting. Getting POAPs for watching videos. I don't even know that sounds kind of a lot. You know what I mean?
together.
Like, imagine getting a POAP for every YouTube video you watch or something. That'd be kind of. Oof.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I don't know much about Lens. I know that like every day somebody is betting on. They're trying to buy my Lens name. It's like every single day. Yeah, it's like every single day. Mine. It's like you have an offer for 0.05 ETH on MrMojo.lens. It's like every day in my email. It's like every day.
You collect a literal video. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about Lens, so don't come to me for actual,
technical advice or
information on how this works.
You can claim you're shooting your nice.
I think I was able
to
claim
using the EthDenver.
Funnily enough, I think I was able to claim my Lens name with a Git POAP because I had a Git POAP. So I was able to claim mine.
Nice.
Which is awesome. Yeah, it's a nice full circle with that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know I started they've been out, I don't know, what would you say, like 8 months or so? Yeah, I mean, there's no concept of time in Web3, obviously, because you can spend a week and it feels like a month, or you can spend a month and it feels like a week.
Yeah, it's crazy because those interviews that we did was 1 month ago yesterday, right? We did them the 3rd of March.
Yeah.
This has been like the longest yet also fastest month I've had in a long time. I don't know.
For real.
Like I think about I was in Denver a month ago and it's like, wow, it's been a long month. But then I also think that, I blinked and now here I am. It's already April. You know what I mean? So
Leia Grace, yeah. I couldn't claim mine. Oh yeah, I couldn't claim mine. Are you talking like back in the day, Leia? I couldn't claim mine back then for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was exactly what you say. They're up to wow.
For
just to claim a unique one, Meadows. Is that for a unique one? Or is that for that's the floor price for people that already picked them up? Looks like we have some research to do, Mr. Mojo.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, at least I do. I know I do. Yeah, I had the tab open for quite some time. Okay, cool. No, that's the floor. Yeah, wild.
Thanks. So people trying to get mine for 0.05 are trying to scam. What is this?
Imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah. Imagine lowballing for a claim.
I know. You know, I don't get any offers on my ENS, so at least people don't try to
That's right,
you
Jack.
know, swindle that from me, I guess.
Please don't buy a handle. Wild scams. Yeah. No resale. Oh, really?
Yeah, full price. Yeah, give me full price, thank you.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. Well, what do you think, Mr. Mojo? Should we wrap this one up?
Yep, I think we're getting about to the end of this one. It was, I guess, to kind of close out. It's always a pleasure to be able to speak to Colfax. Glad he was able to give us some time. He's always like so busy. I mean,
we tried to get him on. We tried to get him on today, and he's not having it. So
I had the privilege of him mentoring me whenever I first came in the Web3. So like the first year
Very
or so, from whenever I first started and I was doing like a data analytics boot camp, he was kind of there to make sure that I stayed on track and that I understood stuff and everything.
Sure.
And then as I transitioned into EthStaker and my internship, he's part of EthStaker as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would make sure that I was like still learning stuff and keeping on track with that too. And he mentored me for about a year. And he would show me like, yeah, so this is my schedule. And I mean, like literally every aspect
just top to bottom
of his life was on a Google Calendar. And it's like, and he follows it. And I'm just like, man, he is so organized. But he's for real when he says like, oh, I don't really have time for that. Like it's true. I've seen his calendar. I mean, it's literally completely full of stuff. I don't even know how he does it, being honest with you. Like but yeah.
All right. Well, let's finish out here. And I will say, Mr. Mojo, thank you. Thank you to Magdalena, who's behind the scenes.
Behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain, as they say. Remember to visit us on poapathon.com. Join our Discord. And check us out. Have fun. We have a really fun art community. We have really fun community calls. Mr. Mojo would know a lot about those.
Yes, where we talk about American Gladiators and Shrek in a singlet wrestling in the backyard.
Okay. All right. No, they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to come to the community call for
it's always a wild
alpha ride. For any more alpha. But thanks so much, everybody, for attending today. And from Poapathon Live, we will see you next time. Appreciate it. Roll that beautiful bean outro.